everyone, Tim, Adam, and Sam here, and welcome to Flipper Flicks. Today's episode is brought to you by DB.
DB is a Scandinavian brand that makes backpacks and bags to help people on the move stay ready for anything.
From the streets to the peaks, DB's gear is travel tested by some of the world's best athletes, adventurers, and creators.
Over the past decade, DB has designed and developed the best bags in the market.
With DB's patented hookup system, you are able to attach smaller products to your backpack, roller, or tote.
One thing's for sure, you have to have the right luggage for the job. It's no fun towing your belongings down a cobblestone street.
Yeah, we don't want you breaking your wheels out there. So we're teaming up with DB to exclusively offer our listeners 10% off your next purchase by using the code POD10. Or you can simply go to the link in our show notes.
DB, it's time to move on. Time to get going. We hope you enjoy this episode.
Cue the singing giraffes! Dun, 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 dun. We're Flipper Flicks! Thank you, Sam. I'm Adam.
You're welcome.
I needed my chorus
Yeah.
to come in. But yeah, Sam, it's off to you. I do short intros these days. They're either like 40 minutes long or 13 seconds.
Minimum effort.
Yeah, not
Today.
maximum.
Yeah, because I had to help you with half your intro.
Thank you. I thanked you already. Are you asking for more things?
Yes, thank me, please. Tim, do you want to
Thank you.
introduce yourself?
I thought social media was next.
Yeah, social media is next, Sam.
But why do we make Tim wait like 5 minutes to introduce himself? We're the third person. That's kind of crazy. But anyway.
No. I'm here.
Yeah, I guess we say their name, so it's fine.
Wait, who are you?
Yeah, wait, who are you?
I'm Sam, and I was designated to talk about the social media.
Good job.
Thank you.
Clap. Everybody clap.
I did golf clap.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
We're on Twitter and Instagram at Flipperflix. We post what we're watching. We ask you questions.
Nuh-uh.
That's like really it. And then we release episodes every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on lots of the podcasting platforms. So like Spotify, Apple, Google.
Anchor.
Yeah, I guess Anchor.
They host us.
Yeah. And then we're doing some fun things with Electric Boogaloo 2.0.
Prove it.
Season 2.
Prove it.
Oh, prove it.
Prove it? Oh, yeah. Well, I can't prove it yet because we got to wait 4 weeks for it. But we're going to be releasing a Season 2. Basically, what we're doing is just revamping the wheel for the millionth time at this point, I feel like.
Third time.
Gotta keep it going, Gotta keep a flow thing going.
You gotta make sure that we have some least filled quotas going and, make sure that everything's evening out just how we want it.
Yeah.
We want to display the data properly, Sam.
Fresh.
Oh.
We just want to keep it fresh.
That's a beautiful chorus by Tim there.
I know. That was such good backup.
You need to thank him.
Thanks, Tim.
You're welcome.
Oh, my God.
We're getting there. Don't you worry.
So what about a website? We get a new website coming?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm not in charge of that sector of the business. How's that going, guys?
Well, it's going great.
I'm going to
recommend.
divert to Adam.
I signed up for WordPress, and it will be done here eventually.
You still got 4 weeks, right?
I got 4 weeks. It's
So-
not going to be too bad.
And,
I can stand it up in a weekend.
Yeah. So you'll have a new... You didn't hear him say that. It's going to take him at least 4 weeks to do it. And so... You'll be able to recommend movies on there just like you can now. If you want to recommend a movie before the new season, you can go to the old website.
Which is?
www.flipperflix.wixsite.com/home.
She nailed it.
I have not... When was the last time I did Shushu Media? Because I feel like...
Shushu Media?
I
Probably
don't
6 weeks
remember.
ago.
Maybe it's just because I have the added bonus of talking about season 2 and it's got my brain scrambled.
Yes.
But the last thing I wanted to say was just that, like, nothing's really going to change for you guys. Probably just do 2 25, 26 episode things in a year. There'll be, like, a week break. So, like, honestly, I think we took a week break in the first year. No, we didn't.
We never took a break.
Oh. Wow, look at us overachievers. Giving you an episode every week.
Just like an anime.
Yeah. Like, we went on vacation, you still got an episode. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work ahead on those weeks.
Shh, don't divulge
secrets.
secrets.
No, we're calling you from the beaches.
Yeah!
This is live.
Definitely live. No matter where you are, there you go.
But I think I'm done with social media.
Okay, I can go.
I don't know
guess.
what else I can ramble on about.
Yes, I'm Tim. I guess I
He's
was supposed
Tim.
Hi,
to
Tim.
divulge that earlier on, but that's okay, because I'm here. I'm now, and we watched a movie for you, or us, or I don't know. So we got the category near and dear, I believe is what it's called.
Yes.
And I'm really good at the categories. And I got the pleasure of picking the movie, and I had to pick Evolution. There's a lot of movies that I love, but this one I think is just, I don't know. It just was so good growing up, and I feel like I watch this every once in a while because I absolutely love this movie. And it's just kind of easy for people to watch. I watched it on Amazon Prime. I almost repurchased it because I know I have the DVD somewhere. I can't find it, but that's okay. I think it's at my parents' house. But anyway, Evolution, the synopsis. A comedy that follows the chaos that ensues when a meteor hits the Earth carrying alien life forms that give new meaning to the term survival of the fittest. It's kind of a weird thing. It fits, but it also is, I don't know, a little weird. So I guess I can go ahead and do my expectation since I'm on the stand. Like I said, I love this movie. I want more people to watch it. And usually, when it comes to this movie, if I mention it, people are like, no, I've never heard of it, or I love it. I've never heard somebody trash this movie.
I would agree
maybe,
with that.
Yeah. Maybe it'll happen at the end of this episode. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But I absolutely love this movie, and I think it's easy for anyone to watch. So
Yeah.
Go ahead, Adam.
So for me, I watched this as a young child, which I'm going to just say this now, watching it now is just, okay. That's an interesting choice, parental units. There's some jokes I missed.
Yeah. Some good jokes that are...
But we do own it on DVD as well, because I loved this movie as a kid. So not only is it near and dear to Tim, it's near and dear to me. So I was pretty stoked, excited. I will forever remember Orlando Jones from this movie. But he's not like a huge actor, but for some weird reason, I love him as this character. So
yeah,
Sambo.
I have some like weirdly specific expectations. So
Oh shoot.
The only time I remember watching this, I was at my friend's house in like 6th grade or something, and we were playing Seen It. And there is specifically a scene where they're in the cave. Don't know which one it is because I didn't recognize it. I think it's like the first one. And like we were playing Seen It and that scene played. And then people are like, oh, this movie's so great. And then like we watched it afterwards. And so, yeah, I was expecting them to be in a cave.
You know, we watched it like in the last like
I know.
12
and I
years.
don't remember it.
Oh, because we bought it and I was like, you have to watch it. And you're like, fine.
So then we watched it because I was like, okay, sweet. And then I was like, okay. And I sat down to watch it this time around, and I was like, I just remember it's in Seen It.
Nice.
So there you go. Those are my expectations. To see a cave again.
And oh boy, you did.
Yeah.
Sure did, didn't you? I don't know what that was.
I wasn't sure either. we back in Savannah.
Savannah.
It's like molasses.
Molasses just pouring out your mouth.
Are we going to say this in every episode now, guys? Like,
That and the Totopo.
Totopo, yeah, there's a couple things that are sticking around. Till season 2, probably.
Yeah, then we gotta forget everything.
we got to make up our own little shticks for season 2. Again.
Yeah. But I want to just start with... spoilers, let's start there, I guess.
Yeah.
But the first scene in the movie is a CGI meteor, and I'm just like, oh, geez. Oh, no. Is my childhood going to be ruined? Because, like, meh. Like, just mediocre CGI?
Yeah.
Because that meteor was not...
Mm-mm.
They did not put their, like... It was a 2001 meteor.
Yeah. It was better than some, I feel like, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you watched Armageddon and that meteor...
But I was going to say, like, I'm just going to spoil this for later. The rest of, like, the aliens were, like, well done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That were CGI'd.
There were a few that were like, oh, yeah, you can, like, you know. But for the most part,
you could tell if they had multiple people on the project, somebody was better.
Right.
That was kind of mean. I'm sorry, person.
Yeah, that was really...
That was really mean. I just...
You just called out. Did they do, like, prosthetics or, like,
yes, there
puppets?
were prosthetics.
Okay. Because I was going to say, like, not all of them struck me as CGI,
The
so
blue
I was
monkeys.
like, were they... Yeah, I was like, were they good because they were, like, costumes?
Those were 100%
and, like,
of costumes, yeah.
real life?
Yeah.
IRL?
Well, so, like, the little weird dog thing that with the vulture tongue later on.
The muskrat?
Yeah. So he was both CGI and, just
okay.
real. Like, later on, like, when he's laying dead,
Mm-hmm.
he's, like, pokeable. But, like, him moving was CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vibe I got for both, like, him and the golf course creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because,
Both
like,
of them.
when they were, like, deflated, they looked deflated. Like, they looked
Right.
like objects.
Yeah. Which, damn, that was a good, like, monster.
Yeah.
I know we're jumping really far ahead,
Well,
but
you know, a big part of the movie is just about those things.
the sci-fi,
like
yeah.
how they just kind of adapt and become what they are up to the end there. But
Yeah. I will say, though, we start off with Sean William Scott, Stifler.
Stifler,
If you want to
yeah.
call him by Stifler. I don't know what we're going to call him. His name was Wayne in the movie, but we'll
Wayne
see.
Gray.
We'll see what
Wayne
happens.
Gray.
Yeah.
I know. But he's, like, practicing to be a
His
firefighter. He lights something on
Oh
fire.
my gosh. A hut in the middle of nowhere. Like, what? I don't understand.
I know. Well, he also at one point just, like, laughs at his own joke, which made me laugh. And I was like, why am I laughing at this?
Why not? But I don't know. I think just in general, like the writing for this movie is just it's like a lot of punchlines, not necessarily one-liners, but a lot of punchlines, and I don't know, they all hit to me. Like it's just it's
I was
purely
knocked
my
out.
style of comedy. But
Like, just slapstick.
yeah, especially
Sam, why are you smiling at me creepily?
I was thinking, I wrote down so many quotes, and I'm like, I just feel like I just wrote down a bunch of quotes that I liked at this point. Like, most of my notes are quotes.
I would say the last half of my notes are quotes as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
The first quote I have isn't like a slapstick part. It's not funny. It's funny in the terms of Ira being like, there's some stuff growing on it. Like, just stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a filler word.
Yeah.
Like, they get scientific a lot in this movie.
They really do.
But that word stuck to me.
well,
There's some stuff growing on this.
he's funny too, because his character, like, until you get later in the movie, you're thinking like, okay, there's a meteor that just struck. It's in a cave. He's a scientist. He's clearly smarter than what he is, you know, being
Let's
portrayed
on.
as. Yeah. Why is he not calling someone to be like, we need to quarantine this thing? And then you learn it's because he's crazy curious and he's kind of reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will also say, now, this is the third movie where we've had science teachers.
Oh,
True.
wow. That's
Seems
true.
like a popular
In-
role.
Yeah.
These two make way more sense as science teachers
They do.
than any
Yeah.
other science
They
teacher.
do.
Mark Wahlberg and Chris Pratt. I'm sorry. David Duchovny and Orlando Jones, I believe, are science teachers.
Yeah, yeah. I could see Mulder being more of a science teacher than an action hero.
That's X-Files, hon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I was waiting for
I don't
somebody
know what you're talking about.
It's cool. His name is Fox Mulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen the X-Files, but I know
Oh,
things.
X-Files so good.
You read the internets?
Well, that, and he gets called Fox Mulder a lot.
Yeah.
Because people struggle with his last name.
I struggle with his last name. That's for sure.
Duchovny.
Yeah. Dutch oveny.
Yeah. You want to say Duchovny, but there's an N. But anyways, yeah, stuff growing on it. And then, I don't know, they actually got into science stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Because I was thinking, did my childhood just be like, obviously, I don't know anything about, like, microbiology, so stuff on it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
True.
accurate, I think.
Yeah.
Then my next note is, oh, yes, technical stuff.
You mean like the JPEG files and the DNA sequences? Like, man, those JPEG files.
Yeah,
those
the
must be
JPEG.
real hard to recover. Like, that was the thing that, like, it's like you were trying to be specific, and maybe at the time that sounded fancy, but, like, nowadays it's like, that damn JPEG file got away from you. I don't know. That, like, stuck out to me kind of like stuff, I guess.
So,
I know.
One of my favorite, or I guess this is really early on, and I think it just really sets the groundwork for all the characters because they introduce all the characters really well. But one of my first notes is how about that paper about cells? Because that's one of my favorite memories from this movie, and it's Ethan Suplee, which I don't know if you guys follow him or not, but he's
yes.
Oh yeah, because he's like super jacked now and like really inspirational. But
yeah,
he seems like
I showed Sam.
Yeah. I think he's fantastic, and I think him and his brother just made me roll the entire time. I feel like they're just nonchalantly chilling in the movie, you know? They're just like there.
Yeah.
And then that paper, they're like, oh, you're talking about our paper.
It's almost like Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
But, yeah, wait, Professor, we got C minuses.
And then his explanation for the C minuses is great. Like, he digs on himself. He's like, my standards aren't as great, but or whatever. Oh gosh, this movie, just constant gold.
The essay was so bad, and I read it twice, that I have it memorized word for word. You could just see him how do I reach these kids? Then my next note is, do you guys remember the Evolution TV show on Fox Kids? No? Tim?
I don't think so.
It was loosely based off this movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's basically a little evolution pet, and their logo was the smiley face with 3 eyes.
Oh.
But it was like little teenagers or kids that went off in space.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously they had color-coded suits, just like Power Rangers,
nice.
Powerpuff Girls, shenanigans. Yeah, so they do the school thing, and fucking Harry Block is just like, hey, so are you sure you want to be a nurse? Like, there are other things to be.
That don't, didn't he say, that don't require people's life to depend on you or something? And I was like, ouch. But
honestly, I just wanted to be Miss Arizona, which she gets a sash from the governor at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
It's in the background.
Nice.
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. I saw that in the trivia notes. I'll shame myself.
That's okay.
Sam, what was your favorite part about the cave that we finally got to? Was it the props? Because I thought they did good, real life sets. That's the word. Set.
When they come back and it has an atmosphere and
yeah. Well, I thought the
and
meteorite was pretty good too.
Yeah. But then when they come back and there's little blobs, for lack of a better word, they're blobs with sticks in them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I don't know how to describe them
blobs
other
with
than
sticks,
blobs
but
with sticks.
Weirdly it worked.
Yeah, I mean that's what they looked like. And
the smoke.
Yeah. And then there's flatworms everywhere. And I have a note that's gross flatworms. Because gross flatworms.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, isn't it?
But then I thought that they got cute once they put them in the jar and they were their mouths were opening and they were saying hello.
I thought they were cute?
Yeah. But they were gross when they were on the floor and there was the sheer volume of them. I don't know. I can't describe it. I just want to say that anytime that Harry was involved with the military, he was a total mood. Because he's just his eyes were saying everything. He didn't have to say anything at all. It was so funny.
No, he's so good. He's so good.
Yeah.
Orlando Jones' eye, his acting with his eyes is amazing. Because, he's in another movie that Tim's probably going to bring up later. That he does crazy eyes, too.
Crazy eyes. Oh,
honestly,
crazy
I have no idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'll be excited. Don't worry.
Prove it.
I know you will be. What, Sam?
I was going to say, I do have a question for you guys, though, along those lines when they first, they meet the military and the CDC or whatever. What's his face moons them? Do people moon people anymore? I feel like that's a dated thing.
It's gone.
Yeah, that doesn't really happen anymore, I don't think.
Not at all.
Have you guys been mooned before? I can't say I have.
I don't think I have.
I don't think I have either.
Maybe I have.
But it was definitely a thing in movies when we were growing up.
For sure.
It was definitely a 2000s thing. Mm-hmm. And this was just laying the groundwork back in 2001 for everything mooning.
Sure.
All the mooning.
honestly, I'm shocked that Wayne Gray, Stifler, Sean William Scott didn't moon more people, even though I know it was Ira that mooned them. Mm-hmm. But I was shocked. I was shooketh. What'd you think about a rock bleeding, though?
Yeah, that was the part where I'm like, why? That's when you're like, yeah, you know what? I probably need to talk to somebody about this.
I like how Harry just didn't even try. He's like, okay.
Yeah, Harry doesn't care.
Well, he wanted a Nobel Prize.
Oh, he was all about
exactly.
It,
yeah, he's like, well, we'll win the Nobel Prize. You think they do that in installments?
I love his whole attitude. Like, the whole, like, teaching part where he's, or not the teaching, well, the teaching part. But when he's, like, coaching volleyball and then Ira comes in and he's talking about the base pairs. He's like, yeah, 10 base pairs, yeah. And then he's, like, yelling to the kid.
Looking past him.
He just is like ignoring him, and he's like so concerned about all of this meteor, and then he's just you can tell his entire focus is on the volleyball team. Like he doesn't even.
Yeah.
It goes from like major discovery Nobel Prize to like this, even though he talks about the Nobel Prize later. But
well, I don't know. He is the #1 North Arizona.
That's true.
Division III volleyball coach.
Yeah.
That's pretty high class.
And then his speech at the end is great too, with the whole coaching thing. He references him like a coach. Oh my gosh.
He really did.
Oh, this movie. I love it.
And then, what do you guys think of when Wayne pulls out the bottle of like chlorine or bleach or anything, and it just had this big old toxic emblem on it? I was just like,
oh, you're dead now.
You're dead now, man. I don't know.
Not only that, but what's he pour it into? Because if he just pours a ton of that into, like, whatever that is, I imagine it's part of the filtration system for the pool.
Pool, yeah.
So is he just adding a ton of bleach into the pool?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it works, right?
That's not what you do to your pools?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, yes, no. So, okay, they meet the military, and the general hugs him, and I'm like, that was probably the most awkward scene in the entire film.
Yeah.
And they brought it up. I did not know we were on hugging
terms.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you could tell it was like a hateful kind of thing. He was doing it out of like haha.
You're fucked.
Yeah. It was. Oh yeah.
I know. It was so funny though.
All the characters, all the writing are just fantastic in this movie.
And like they go to court at one point, and Harry's like, he goes to the judge, Your Majesty, and I'm like, oh my god, not magistrate,
Yeah,
Majesty.
No. Yeah, Your Majesty.
This is because he's great. Harry's great.
I know. It's like you're like, it's a very cleverly written line. Like it's just.
There's a lot
2
of
words.
that. I mean, it just builds their character too, right? I mean, the whole film, the characters are very like in depth, even though it's a short film.
It's not even that short.
Well,
it's an hour 40.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
it's a ride though.
Yeah, exactly. It's a ride.
Yeah. After the Majesty thing, I again go back to the sets. I'm like, I miss practical sets. Like the Mandalorian, how they do that is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
But practical sets are so, I don't know. Sometimes I just miss them, you know, Sam?
Yeah, I could see that. And I think it helped for a movie like this because, like we said, the CGI in the beginning wasn't great, right? So the fact that they could kind of, like, half it, it's kind of like Lord of the Rings. I know we always come back to that. But the fact that you can do some of it.
Right. A good
and, like,
mix.
Yeah, and then, like, I feel like it makes it last so much longer because, like I said, I didn't think the creatures were, like, they looked bad at all. And we've watched a lot of movies more recently where they did.
Yeah, I was like, the muskrat one, it looks silly because, I mean, it's just supposed to look like a fat little thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the dog that, like, killed the dude, lols.
Yeah.
When Wayne hears him that he gets killed, and you just like,
I
no.
love when he's making his drink and he like insults him and he's like, what? And he's like, oh no, you'll be right. Like,
yeah.
He just poured rum into a coconut. He didn't mix it or anything.
I got something special for you. Yeah, it literally just rum and a coconut.
And the cat's like, ooh, and I'm like,
have you not had the alcohol before? Like,
Oh shit! This movie, I can't. I'm about to go watch it right now.
Just turn it on in the
Just
background.
have it on the background. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I guess my next note is when they entered the cave the second time or something. For some weird reason, I got the Grinch, like how the Grinch stole Christmas vibes, and I do not know why. I think it's because practical sets, because they did practical shit there.
Yeah,
and they came out around the same time. And technically, this was all done around Christmas in December.
Whoa.
Oh.
Like not the movie, but like the recording of the movie.
Right.
So in Page, Arizona, they asked the entire city to not put up Christmas decorations, like the city of Page.
That's hilarious.
And then the day they wrapped, the DreamWorks went and paid all the extra overtime for the city workers to put up their Christmas displays.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's cool.
I was like, look at you, DreamWorks.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they go and make Shrek and then write their name in history. And you're like,
what the hell? I'm just kidding.
Wait a second.
Yeah, Sam's on the wrong. But yeah, this must have been when they went down, based on my next note. This must have been when they went down to, they snuck in.
Yeah, and things had evolved more, and you get the whole mosquito situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my next note is, take the leg!
Yes.
Oh my god.
That is the most iconic scene for me.
That one's fantastic. It is definitely up there. I will say, though...
No, Sam?
No, go ahead, Tim.
I was just going to say, I will say, though, it's a little weird that they go in rectally and are able to pull that thing out.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Because, like, it was just, like, under the skin, and then, like, did he, like, guide it there, and then let it, like, cut its way through his, skin and organs, and then how did he actually grab it? I mean, it's a great scene. It's funny, but that's one of, if I have a qualm with the movie, that's it. I'm like, that doesn't medically line up.
Work.
Yeah.
There's no hole down there.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's such a funny scene to me.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
He thinks he's something of an athlete. Like, their relation is
It's
amazing.
Perfect. It's so good.
Like, it just seems like they knew each other. They actually knew each other.
Right.
We're just making jokes.
Their chemistry was good. Yeah, their chemistry was really good.
Did you get his joke, Sam? Their chemistry?
Nah.
Really good?
I didn't catch that. But I was going to plug my little spot about the bug scene. That I was just, like, making, typical noises where I couldn't see it in a theater, and I was like, argh! Because I feel like they make it look really good underneath his skin. Like, it looks like it's there, and I'm like, I hate it. Like, make it stop.
There's always time for lubricant.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
No time.
No, there's no time. There's always time.
Oh, God.
I think most of my lines are his.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, he's got great ones. I mean, for the most part.
Well, they eventually meet. They go to fucking, like, brunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go right after Sarah Silverman's in it for, like, one scene. And you're like, why is Sarah Silverman in this film? For this one scene.
Yeah, but she wasn't very big back in the day. Like, she was in School of Rock and was, like, a minor nobody character. So I feel like, I don't know, she didn't really hit her stride till after this. I don't know, maybe I have my dates wrong.
I do not know. Because we were, like, youths.
Yeah, I feel like when...
And she does funny, like, adult humor.
Yeah, I feel like when we were youths, she was just side characters. But anywho.
Yeah. But they eventually go to the house where the dead muskrat is. And Wayne runs in. Ira and Harry, like, look to walk into these housewives to see this dead animal. Mm-hmm. Dead creature. And Wayne's just like, I'll do a parameter check.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
He's just like, he's just kind of awkward and, well, not even awkward. He's just kind of like, has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah. It's great.
Like, he plays that character, like, I mean, I would say that's kind of his standard type of character. Mm-hmm. He just does it so well.
He does. It's just kind of natural to him. Also, it seems. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I think Stifler might have typecasted him.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, could be.
That's fine.
So after that scene, there's like a flying creature that gets loose, right? And they track it down to the mall. And that has to be one of my favorite scenes. When he's like cacawing, no. I was like losing it. I couldn't handle it.
Yup, 100%. That is the most iconic scene. I do that to this day. I'll randomly do that. And
do you really?
Yeah. And people that know the scene, they do it back, usually. Like,
okay,
you'll
so
do like, dookie dookie, and people like do it back to you. It's fucking great. Or they'll start singing the song.
Okay, so Tuki Tuki is from the Tuki Tuki bird in George of the Jungle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was like, I wonder if it's like if they're calling back for George or this, because George of the Jungle also near and dear, amazing.
Well, when people start singing this song, I'm pretty sure it's in reference to this.
That would be this. That would be this. The Tuki Tuki, it's like up for debate.
Yeah.
Tuki Tuki Tuki. That's how I should have introed.
I just can't even handle it. Like, just rethinking about it makes me want to lose my shit. Like, it's so funny.
Harry turns up. You're embarrassing me. I'm going to have to take it out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're embarrassing me. And then Ira's like, I'm going to shoot him. No, let me handle this one myself.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love this movie.
Tim's dying from this scene.
Oh, it's so good.
And then after they kill it, they do Funky Town.
Yeah, which was a hilarious scene to me because they're both like singing it or lip syncing it. But if you notice, Wayne isn't. He's just like bopping his head. I'm like, does his character not know this song? Like, because I want to believe that was on purpose. That he's like, he doesn't know this really popular song.
I feel like it's like they didn't tell him that was going to happen, and then he was just in the car with them like,
yeah.
What do I do?
Oh, shit, Tim.
What?
So they get arrested. No, they don't get arrested, but they are like, the general tries to like pin something on him. Mm-hmm. And Harry yells, "Liar, liar, pants on fire."
Yeah.
Okay, now, I would like you to finish this statement because Sam and I have been in a 12-year argument about it.
Okay. We really have.
What is the second half to Liar, liar, pants on fire?
Hold on.
Don't Google it.
No, I'm
you
not.
gotta know it.
I'm thinking. I feel like I know this. I don't know. I can't think of
man,
it.
because the first person who says it is going to be the one that's going to ring in his head. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. I don't know. I always just think of SpongeBob when Patrick says, "Liar, liar, plants on fire," or something like that. Or,
yeah, like, plants for hire or something.
He says plants for hire, yeah. Is it nose as long as a telephone wire or hanging from a telephone wire?
Hanging from a telephone wire.
Woo! The 12-year fight is over. I win.
I still don't agree.
Yeah, I can see it the other way, though.
Because Pinocchio makes more sense.
It does make sense, but
I don't know. We're not getting into the minutia.
It's one of those things that's like based on like what your school said.
I do kind of wonder if it was like, not regional because we're all from the same region, but something like
sub-regional.
Like it skipped a grade or like, well, that wouldn't make any sense because Tim's way older than me.
He's not way older.
I know. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to sing you there. Yeah.
But if it's every other, we're on the same year.
Yeah, so that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know. It's funny. I actually had that written down in my notes, too.
Oh, did you?
I wanted to bring it up. I needed to know the tiebreaker.
They eventually decide that they're going to napalm the whole fucking city.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're going to evacuate everybody in like 24 hours. And I'm like, okay, Arizona, please look at Florida. When they have these hurricanes coming through.
These hurricanes.
Hurricanes that are going to destroy the whole city. People don't evacuate.
Yeah. But this is kind of like an alien thing, right? Like,
I know.
I don't know.
Both are natural disasters.
You'd still have those people holding out in their trailers.
It's a little different because they're blowing the place up.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. So. And then creating monsters. But I'm realizing now we have not brought up Allison yet at all.
Is that Julianne Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of a major character.
Yeah. She's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird because I feel like and I'm going to say this and then I'm going to think about the recent movies, but it's weird to me that every single movie, like, from this era or, like, when we were growing up, like, has to have a love interest. And I know they still do love interests, but I feel like they hit you over the head with it in this one. Like, what did she really bring to the table? Because, like, she wasn't funny.
The clumsiness was Julianne Moore's idea.
Yeah,
Clever,
so, like,
but...
it was really just, like, a love interest. Like, I feel like you could cut her out and it still would have been a good movie.
Probably.
I agree. I'm
Except for the
trying.
last scene when
I'm
it
trying
makes
to counter that, but I can't find a counter.
Like, we've gone the whole episode. We haven't talked about her, so, like...
I know.
It's like, I almost feel like she's a worthless character, but, like, she's not. Like, I don't think she did anything poor. Like, she's a fine character.
Yeah.
It's just, like, what does she add? I don't know.
Is it
Conflict
just
at the
that
beginning?
Harry, Ira, and Wayne are that funny that it overshadows them?
Maybe.
Because she doesn't play the stern hard ass. She just plays the love interest
Right.
that's nerdy.
Right, and she doesn't really get a chance to stand on her own. Like, there are bits and pieces where she's on her own, but they're still in the scene, like, you know, in the cave or something like that, so...
She's definitely the fourth listed actress,
Mm-hmm.
like, in this movie. So, like, you gotta think about how much time the top two billings are gonna be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the third person being Sean William Scott. And then you gotta fill the rest with everybody else. So,
Yeah.
I think her character suffered from that.
Yeah.
I think we can say that.
Yeah.
She was a fine character that we didn't get enough screen
And
time.
she wasn't a bad actress or anything. It's just...
No,
Yeah.
she did great.
Yeah.
She did her Julianne Moore shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Julianne Moore. You don't get to be... you don't get to be in the spotlight for this movie.
I know. We'll have to find her in another one.
Yep.
That shouldn't be hard. She's making, like, a resurgence, but anyhow.
Is she?
I feel like she's
Well,
like a Dernaissance.
Not quite to that level, but I was thinking, like, I had thought she fell off the face of the map, and then she was in Hunger Games, and then I felt like I saw her in other stuff
She's shown
around
a few
Hunger
things.
Games.
She is in Hunger Games.
She's in, like, Crazy Stupid Love, which
But that was around that time, so maybe she, like, died back down, whereas the Dernaissance is, like, full on, like, still happening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she could be... A lot of actors seem to be, like, cyclical.
Yeah.
They emerge from their caves...
When they run out of money.
Yeah.
You always
They're
feel
like,
like that, right? It's always like a
Collect
money
their
thing.
money, go back.
And then retreats back in. I don't actually want to work.
Except for Brad Pitt. He's in everything.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt produces everything now.
He's
He's
attached
also
to
in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just... If you ever
Brad
see,
Pitt is Hollywood.
If
One
you
man
ever see
Hollywood.
isn't it like Plan B Productions?
Uh,
Is Brad Pitt's production company.
oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, he and Angelina Jolie started it, but like I think it was mostly him,
Hmm.
and in the divorce he got to keep it.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. I don't know why I know this information, but I do.
Sure.
I think I went on a very long IMDb like doom scrolling, like just click, 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 click,
Yeah.
and I found that. But
Yeah, because he'll be like producing Lego Masters, and you're like, but why is
but
Brad?
that's not really Brad Pitt.
That's a different Brad Pitt.
No, that's what you say. That
Yeah,
can't be
because you're
really
like,
Brad
there's
Pitt.
no
Oh,
way
yeah.
Brad Pitt is doing it, but then he is. So
Yeah, he's
just
actually
does all
producing
things.
Lego Masters.
Yeah. So anywho, I do have a dig for this movie, and it's a small dig.
There's the door.
I know, right? I'm sorry, I had to put it in here. It's just the music, like.
John Powell's music is
What?
fantastic.
I thought the music fit perfectly.
Okay, I can get one song that I know you're talking about is the rock song.
Yeah, like it reminded me of Fantastic Four, because it was just like
It was
such
that era.
a weird like. Wow.
I think
all of a sudden we're
it's,
like.
it's due to the era the movie's in.
Yeah. And I agree with that. Like, I thought that, like, I liked the music. I thought it was fun, but I didn't feel like it fit the movie. And I was actually going to pose that to you guys. Like, do you think that they just didn't care about music as much back in the day? Because I can't think of an older movie that has, like, banging music besides, like, an epic, like Lord of the Rings.
The
Star
music
Wars.
didn't really...
Epic.
It just kind of felt like it was there. I think it was okay.
Right.
It wasn't, like, there to provoke anything. It was just, like, noise. But, like, it still fit to me.
Okay, I'm going to throw a curveball here.
No curveball.
Oh, okay. So John Powell was signed on to this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
John Powell, who is actually a very big.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, he did the song you walked down to in the aisle.
Yeah.
Look at that.
In the aisle.
What?
In the aisle.
Into aisle.
In the aisle.
Anyways, so this movie was originally a super serious sci-fi film.
Whoa.
So I wonder if like they signed him on and there was a contract still, and because how many comedies actually have like original soundtrack?
Well, that's what I was wondering too, because like I do wonder if I just like got a little bit rubbed the wrong way by like the Play That Funky Music, White Boy, and like the other stuff. Like, not that it's bad, but
that
like,
actually made sense to me.
Those make sense.
Yeah.
Because they like sing it and stuff.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know, it felt weird. Whereas I thought like maybe in the beginning when the meteor first like landed, like maybe there was some like woo-loo-loo-loo,
yeah,
like some
that's
mystery-esque music.
Yeah, and I feel like that. I honestly think that they hired John Powell, and then they were like, we're doing this super serious sci-fi film. We need a good composer.
And then they pivoted.
And
he didn't really get to show off.
Right. So what happened was the director read the script by Don Jacoby. And he's just like, okay, I'm going to be honest. We need some laughs in this. So they bring on David Diamond and David Weissman to make it, and I'm not joking, he asked for it to be more like Ghostbusters sort of script.
Oh.
Like, do those type of jokes.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's what happened. Oh, and you know how a lot of times when that happens, the first writer gets the door? Nah, they all three worked on it together.
That's cool.
Nice.
He loved that they were like, he loved the humor added.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it strikes a nice balance of like, I mean, it's not a serious movie, but it is science-y.
Right. It's a sci-fi comedy. It doesn't happen too often.
Yeah.
I don't think. Tim?
Like Hitchhiker's Guide is the one that comes to mind.
One.
But
Never
like
seen it.
beyond that.
Ooh, it's solid. But it's got Sam Rockwell in it.
Huh.
You remember him this time?
Nope.
Oh.
Go back a couple episodes.
Justin Hammer in Avengers. Not Avengers, Iron Man 2.
Still nothing.
Oh, man. Okay. Again, we went over Sam Rockwell a few episodes ago. He's not been in any of our movies, though, so I guess can't really blame you.
Yeah, we'll have to...
We'll find one.
Oh, wait. I think, no, because he does Moon, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, he's good.
Did you watch Moon?
Not yet. I've been meaning to.
Oh, okay. What did you guys think of the resolution of Head and Shoulders?
It was amazing.
Oh my god, it was so good.
And the fact that they came up with it. Why do you think our hair's so shiny?
Flaky and shiny and flake free. Or whatever it is.
Are you guys ready for something hilarious?
Yes.
Head and Shoulders they actually had just created a brand of, like a version of their shampoo with selenium sulfate in it.
Oh, that's amazing.
This was how they introduced it to the world.
So I was wondering if it was like a paid ad or not, or what was going on there.
I don't know, but like the way they did it was amazing.
Yeah, I feel like we should get more creative like that.
Because like in this, I think we watched, what was it, Taxi Driver, and like you just see like the 70s version of like branding where you just see the Coca-Cola bottle 5 times.
Yeah.
And you know they're getting paid for it.
I don't know. I liked it too because like the last scene where it's like clearly like a shitty Head and Shoulders ad. Like I thought that was hilarious.
And
I loved that.
Oh,
because I couldn't tell.
It was
it's like
so
they
good.
were like they kind of like were like I don't even know. It just felt funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, it felt like
It was
they they got like famous, and then they became like the Head and Shoulders.
Like the
sponsor.
characters got famous. Yeah.
Because Harry held up his Head and Shoulders bottle backwards.
Yeah.
He did.
I don't know why that was so good.
No, that explains it perfectly. Because I was trying to figure out like how they like did it. Because it didn't feel like the actors were doing it. It was definitely the characters. And I thought it was amazing.
Did you guys like how they killed the thing though by going up the butt?
Yeah, that was like my second favorite scene. Like the fact that he gets eaten by the butthole is just funny.
Don't tell people where I've been. I've seen things.
Yeah. It's
I've
terrible
seen
up there. Oh, that was amazing.
Well, they went for the fart joke right away too.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
Respect for that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like fart jokes, you're not going to like us.
Yeah.
Because we like fart jokes.
Yeah. The bar is low.
It's
for our humor. Clearly.
No.
No.
You haven't figured that out by now.
But yeah, they go and make love in the fire truck. Harry gives a volleyball speech.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Wayne becomes a firefighter. Good for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
He fell asleep during it because he was stuck all night.
Yeah, what the heck?
He didn't really get to take the test.
And his car got ruined.
And his lady friend.
Yeah.
Well, we're back at the beginning. Just got to restart.
Yep, exactly.
Well, we also didn't really talk about the governor. His character is very character-y.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. He's also like a character that was nice to have, but I don't know. I think he actually drove the plot.
Yeah, he helped.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I love him.
Yeah.
Apparently Bill Murray was talking about doing the role too, so.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
Either one would have
Ghostbusters
worked.
crew.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. But it's kind of, yeah. He came in a giant fur coat at one point, and I'm like...
I love that.
He tells the guy, "You're in my seat."
Yeah, you keep my seat warm for me? I'll take a pair of binoculars and a hot cocoa or something like that. Hot chocolate. I love how he says hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. That's a real man's drink. Love me some hot cocoa.
I know, I was thinking that too.
It's too hot.
Man, hot
We're in the middle
chocolate
of
sounds
summer.
I need an iced chocolate.
So chocolate milk.
No. I want the flavor of hot chocolate, which is different than chocolate milk.
You want Yoo-hoo hot chocolate?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it is a
I
little
don't
different.
think it's different.
Do you heat up? Wait, what do you use
Tim's a
for
water
chocolate
guy.
milk?
I use milk.
And like Hershey's syrup? Do you use like Ovaltine, Nesquik?
I guess it's whatever I have that's chocolate flavored.
What did your parents buy?
I'm literally usually Nesquik.
Okay, so I would argue that if you had the powder, it probably is similar. But if you have like the full-on Hershey's like squirtable bottle, that's like a different flavor.
I've also just taken like chunks of chocolate and thrown it in milk.
There you go.
Now, Tim, when you were younger, did you do hot chocolate with water or milk?
Milk.
Yes.
I thought we always used hot water.
I've done it before and I don't have a problem with it. I know people
Sam
argue
has a
against
problem.
it, but I don't have
an
an issue with it.
I don't either.
I've used it.
I
Plenty
grew
of
up
times.
with it.
Yeah.
I only use it in a pinch. It's better with milk.
I mean, yeah, it's like just better with milk. I mean,
It's like marshmallows. You gotta have marshmallows.
You wouldn't have a Hershey's water chocolate bar.
I mean, you might. I don't know. Like, how do we know that's not the next big idea for Hershey's? You don't know.
Hershey's, hit us up.
Yeah.
Give us some water chocolate bars.
Yes. Do you remember the Hershey's bar that's like had air in it, basically?
Yes.
See, so how do you know they're not that far off from Hershey's with water? Like, you don't know.
You really don't.
Because I don't understand how we got Hershey's with air in it. Like, somebody was out of ideas.
All right, let's just poke holes in it. They'll buy it for an extra 10 cents.
Yeah, for real though. Man, now I want like a s'more.
Yeah.
You have s'mores downstairs.
Yeah, but I don't have a campfire. It's a problem.
You have a candle.
Ew.
But
That'd be terrible.
I'm out of notes.
Yeah, me too. I
Yeah.
have been for a while.
You went through all of your quotes?
Well, I missed one, which I guess I can bring up now.
Great.
It was at the very beginning.
Booga, or whatever. What's he say?
Yeah,
Booga, booga.
that was a good one. No, it was like one of the first scenes, so I had lost my chance to bring it up. So I was like, I'm gonna put it in the grave to die. But I guess it's rising from the earth.
You're coming up. You're saying it without even looking at it. What it say?
Yeah, they were talking about the USGS, how he's part of the United States
Geological
Society, and he goes, "Oh, did you join on the internet?"
He says, "What did you find that after like watching some cheerleader site on accident?" He's like something like that.
Did you accidentally click it on a cheerleader site?
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
He's like, yeah. Officers, all those girls are over the age of 18.
It fits too because his character, like, it would make sense with his character.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, God.
But Tim, did you have anything else?
No, I'm out.
Okay. I'll get to the cast then. Ira Kane is David
Mulder.
Duchovny.
Oh.
Fox Mulder. So, fun fact, Tim, you'll like this. Ira is like some weird Caesar cipher version of Fox.
Whoa.
Like the name. Yeah. They like created his name by doing like some weird deciphering thing.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of cool.
I want to see it.
Wait, Fox Mulder?
His name is Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And they changed it to, it's like just a weird decipher code.
Interesting.
Yeah. Californication, he's in that.
Oh, yeah.
And Beethoven.
Beethoven, like with the dog?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, X-Files is what he's known for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which, for some weird reason, so I never really watched that show, and I never really watched The Twilight Zone.
Mm-hmm.
But for some weird reason, my brain likes to combine them into one show.
They're very similar. Well, feeling.
They're kind of...
They don't have the same
Yeah.
like plots or anything, but they have like that same sort of. They're the same genre, I guess. Yeah.
Like mystery story, like
Yeah.
mystery, like unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Harry Block was played by Orlando Jones. He's in The Time Machine, which is kind of an odd role because that's a serious movie.
It is a serial movie.
He's in Drumline, and then he's in Tim's favorite sports movie ever,
Oh boy.
The Replacements. And that's what I was saying, Tim, that he he nails like the crazy eyes in that movie, singing R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Oh, that's right, because he's the receiver. Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. Okay, I couldn't think of it. Oh man,
He's like,
I'm ashamed.
yeah, he's like crossing the scab line. He's asking him for autographs.
His character's freaking great in that movie too. Oh,
He's just not in much, which
he
is
really isn't. It's a shame.
it's so disappointing. Allison, though, we're going to continue on, is played by Julianne Moore. She's in The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
She's in Boogie Nights. I think that's like her like coming on to the scene movie. It's a big movie.
Probably.
And then I had written down Crazy Stupid Love, but she's in so much.
The Hunger Games.
Moving on, Wayne was played by Sean William Scott. He's Stifler in American Pie. If you haven't seen American Pie, that's like a modern classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when people turn on classic rock and they hear Weezer. That's a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel old.
You're welcome. So yeah, I call it a modern classic.
Oh no.
He's also in The Dukes of Hazzard, Goon. He's Country Mac and Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
Love him as Country Mac.
Country Mac's so good.
Fucking just carries a beer the entire episode. General Woodman. I know it's Woodman, but actually he's probably Sergeant Woodman at this point.
Oh yeah.
Because
He
the governor said, for now. Ted Levine is in Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
Shutter Island. And Wild Wild West.
Nice.
Fun story about Wild Wild West. Will Smith was offered the role of Neo in The Matrix, but turned it down for Wild Wild West.
I do remember you talking about that before.
It's kind of weird, right? Like, how that happens. Like, David Duchovny turned down a role in Star Wars Episode 2 to do this movie.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Fleming is played by Ty Burrell. It's his first movie he was ever in.
Oh, nice.
But he's in Modern Family. He's in Finding Dory. He's in Muppets Most Wanted, which I love his character in that. But Tim, you're the one who showed me Ty Burrell first.
What?
Do you remember? So you know how the general had like a dark-haired guy that's in Modern Family, Phil?
No.
Okay.
I'm a little confused.
Well, there's a guy in this movie that's in Modern Family, but he's also in Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he plays a very small character. He had a very slow start in his acting career.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's good friends with Glenn Howerton or something.
Oh, interesting.
But Deke is played by Ethan Suplee. That's what you said, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Like, he's from My Name is Earl. That's what I know him from.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where before any of his weight loss. I think he was like kind of starting it when he got on The Wolf of Wall Street. But he's come a long way, and it's good for him.
Yeah.
Happy for him.
Wait, wasn't he in, like, Remember the Titans? And
He
shit?
was in Remember the Titans.
Okay.
He's in American History X.
Yeah.
He's in a lot. And then his brother Danny is played by Michael Bauer, who is not Officer Favre. But
He does kind of look like it.
Right?
Yeah, and then, but like I feel like if you put them next to each other, you'd be like, I feel silly for thinking that. But like, I looked at him like, is that Farva? No. But he's in, dude, where's my car?
Nice.
That's another great, like early 2000s comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what's mine say? Sweet, what's mine say? Salute Your Shorts, which is a TV show. And then Grand Theft Auto 4.
Salute Your Shorts?
Salute
Oh.
Your Shorts.
I thought you said Salute Your Shorts.
Oh, no,
I was
not
like,
like...
what the fuck kind of show was that?
Sleuts, you know?
Yeah,
Bunch of
Sleuts and
sleuts.
Shorts. I don't know.
And then Governor Lewis was played by Dan Aykroyd.
Yes.
Who did Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
Who did Blues Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
SNL.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of other things. I'm not going to say one of Tim's other movies that he was going to pick.
With Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah.
That you didn't list.
I did not list.
Yep.
Huh.
What was it, Tim?
Spaceballs?
Great Outdoors.
I was trying to let him say that one.
Nice.
As
He's
I was
not
mouthing
in
it to you.
Spaceballs,
No,
right?
he is not.
I don't know why I thought
It's
that.
Mel Brooks. I don't think Aykroyd works with... Mel Brooks doesn't work with, like...
Bigger people.
Not
Does he?
often.
I feel like it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Gene Wilder was big. And if he was, it was only because of Mel Brooks.
He was big because of... Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Producers was in the 60s. So, fun little story about Dan Aykroyd. During his stint in Page, Arizona, he went around and would stand at the front of bars and card guests
Nice.
at the bar, make sure that they were 21.
Look at him.
He would go to Walmart and greet people as an an unregistered greeter
Oh
at
my
Walmart.
God.
And he would apparently go around the town, just go to locals' homes and get a cup of coffee with them.
Living his best life.
Like, sounds amazing to me, but that's just me. The director was Ivan Reitman. He did movies that you might have heard of, like Ghostbusters and Stripes
Nice.
and Twins.
Twins?
Yeah, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito are twins.
Oh, I never saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
I mean, it's going to be good. It's Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Fucking love Danny. And Schwarzenegger. Arnold. Moving on, the critics gave this movie a whopping 43%.
Ooh.
Audience gave it a 47%.
Woo.
IMDb with a 6.1 out of 10. That's pretty normal. And then Google with an 85. Tim's going to go to Rotten Tomatoes and tell them to fix it.
I
Also
guess,
make a bot.
Yeah.
He's going to make a bot that just keeps putting one every minute.
There you go.
Anyways, Tim, would you flip it on?
Oh man. I mean, obviously yes. Like, there's no like. I picked the movie off of our category of near and dear. So
Yeah.
yeah. I think everyone needs to experience this movie. It is a fantastic comedy.
Like you said earlier, though, I don't know if anybody's ever told me, no, I didn't like that film.
No,
Like,
I seriously, if they either haven't heard of it or they love it.
Yeah, it's one or neither. And then there's Sam, who's like, I saw it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. Classic me.
But I'll go next. Yeah, I'd flip it on too, obviously. It's another, like, this is one of those movies I remember going to Hollywood Studios and begging my parents to rent.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood Video.
Hollywood Video. Yes. I combined the two in my head.
I was like, was this at Hollywood Studios? That wouldn't make any sense.
Hollywood Video. That and Eight-Legged Freaks, and they would never rent me
Eight-Legged Freaks is so good too. That was the other one I was looking at for this.
It was.
That,
Yeah. And they came out right around the same time. So,
Nice.
yeah.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, it's a film about Eight-Legged Freaks.
Shook.
I know. Now, Sam, are you flipping it on?
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
You were about to be shown the door.
I know. I was like, they're going to kick me out of this podcast. No. Yeah, no, I thought it was funny. It's a good comedy, and it strikes a balance of, like, being smart, but also, like, making fun of itself. Like, it's weird, because, like, it's not inherently smart, right? But, like, if you think about it, it is teaching you quite a bit about, like, science
Like
as
the
it goes
whole L
along.
thing, I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah, like, or at least it's attempting to teach you a lot about science, and I don't know. I just think the characters were fun.
That being said, I did want to comment. I forgot this. I didn't write it down. At one point, Harry's like, yeah, you know, he's like a click away. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why is he saying click? Like, and then Ira calls him out on it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, nice.
So it calls itself out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's a smart comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is a win every day in all of our books, I feel like.
Yeah. So if you like comedies, flip it on. If you like aliens, flip it on. If you like meteorites, flip it on. Caves, geology, Ira. Well, I mean, David Duchovny.
Yeah. Orlando Jones.
Julianne Moore. Sean William Scott.
Just go through all the actors and actresses. Dan Aykroyd. Did you already say him?
No. Good catch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good cast. They all like we were saying, main two actors acted like they've been friends forever.
Right. Yeah.
I would watch them in just about any movie together now.
100%.
All right, let's make that movement. Let's get David Duchovny and Orlando Jones back together. I hope they ended on good terms with this film. Mm-hmm. So let's do that happen. Brendan Fraser's getting a renaissance.
That's true.
So
why can't they?
Exactly.
I thought they redid the X-Files.
They did, and he's involved.
Yeah. So he's already having his renaissance.
Yeah, but no, we need Orlando Jones to join him.
Right. Yeah.
But moving to next week, I'm up to bat. Sam, would you take the spinner for me? It's going to be Box Office Bust. It's always Box Office Bust.
Why would you say that? Like you're just like putting that bad juju on yourself.
What is it?
It's Thanks, I Hate It. Nice.
That's the last. No.
That's fitting for.
It's not the last one. The second to last one.
I hate it.
Yeah, I know.
Both ends of the
I
know.
All right. This is something I loved back in the day. You're going to hate it. Anyways, Tuki Tuki Tuki. Kaka Kaka.
Kaka Kaka Tuki Tuki.
Be fucking awesome.